Hi, good day. Trust you're doing good. Okay, I want to talk about eight realization of a sound mind. This is something you need. It's going to let you live a more effective life in your day-to-day activities. You can't afford to live life without a sound mind, knowing what to do and know what to do. So I'm going to be taking you through the eight I've listed here. I've listed 10 good eight. Each one I'm going to be explaining for you one by one. All right. So let's start with it is not about you. It is not about me. That's the first one. You know, uh, I see a lot of people living for themselves. Lot of people, all what they want is themselves. They think about themselves. They think about what they will eat. They think about their life. They think about what they're going to do for themselves, their family. They don't go outside themselves. Life, if you must move from one level to another, you must think outside yourself. You must think on how you're going to make the next impact, how you're going to impact your next neighbor, how you're going to make somebody's life better. If you don't think of how to make somebody's life better, you can't live an improved life. Your life is going to be boring. Thinking of how you're going to improve someone else's life is one of the fastest way to make your life grow faster. The fastest way to make your life grow faster is making impact through somebody. Look for somebody and go to make impact. In your environment where you're staying, see how you can make impact in that environment. Making an impact in your environment, you can't can you stay in an environment for a year, 2 years, nobody knows you, you're not making any impact. You're not doing well for yourself. See how you can make impact in your environment and then see yourself going greater and greater. So it's not about you. Remember, it is not about you. It's about other people. It's not about your family. Remember, it's not about just you. So it's very. I think this should be very self-explanatory. Now let me talk about. I am not always right. Get this. I am not always right. You can't always be right. You can't always be right. You need to understand the fact that you have to be open to corrections. Don't get to a point where you can't be corrected. Don't get to a point where nobody can correct you. You are always right. You feel you do something wrong, you say you are right. You can't always be right. You have to open your mind for correction. You have to open your mind for improvement. You have to open your mind for more knowledge. You can't always be right. You can never be right. Always be right. You can't always be right every day, every time. Open your mind for correction. Open your mind for people to teach you. People have to teach you the way to do things. If you get things wrong, people have to teach you. That is it. That is the way you're going to move from one level to another. You can't always be right. Never always be right. You can't always be right. You are going to do something right. Of course, you're going to do something wrong. But you have to open your mind to correction. Open your mind. Open your mind. You understand? That is the only way you can move from one level to another. That is the only way you are going to be able to move from one level to another. Yeah. So let me talk about number three. I don't know everything, but I know some things well. Look at it, number three. I don't know everything, but I do know some things well. Yeah, you can't know everything. We're in a time where if you don't have a skill, you're going to be putting yourself in another level of backwardness. You can't learn everything. You have to get a skill and improve on your skill. Get the skill right now and improve on it. You can't know everything. See, I don't know everything, but I do know some things well. So focus on a particular knowledge and be a master in it. Focus on a particular knowledge and be a master. The one you have become a master in it, then you cannot diversify into other kind of things you want to learn. So one of the first things you must do in this is the little skills you know, the little skills you have, work on building them and become a master in it. That is the only way. Become a master in your skill. Become a master in your skill. If you're going to do anything business, anything, if you want to go do a full-time job, see how you can improve your job, how you can become better in the office, see how you can do some online courses, see how you can get some experience. You have to, if you must improve on your daily work, you got to learn. You got to open your mind for learning. You got to learn a lot of things about your work. You can't be doing a job and you're also doing something. You're going to be lacking behind in both ways. You'll be going with speed. If you must move with speed in a particular niche or field, you must be focused until you become perfect in that niche. Then you can now move to another niche. Don't be in the middle of learning a niche, then you are moving to another niche. No. Don't do that. That is not how business works. You understand? Same way you are working in the bank, you focus on how you can become an effective banker. Focus on how you can become an effective oil company worker. Focus on how you can become an effective customer care representative. Anything you do, you focus until you become perfect in it, then you can now move to another niche. That is how this works. So number 4, I can't spend more than I make. I can't spend more than I make. It's a very important thing for young people. I see a lot of young people spending more than what they are making. You just made $500,000. The first thing you are doing is going to buy the latest iPhone. No. You can't spend more than I make. You don't spend more than you make. You got to improve your, if you must be rich, you have to spend way less than you make. You have to spend way less than you make. Don't get to a point where you start competing with somebody. You want to buy this, you are earning 100,000 naira per month. 100,000 naira per month. And you are buying an iPhone of 400,000 naira. Are you thinking well? Your salary is 100K per month, and you're using 4 months of your salary to buy an iPhone of 400,000 naira. Is that, it just shows that you are a poor man. You are a typical poor man. A 400 naira phone, and you are buying. No. You have to understand where in the times you are living. One of the things you must do in these times is to invest. Invest more in a business. You understand what I'm saying? You have to spend time to invest in a business. Either you are investing in a business, or you are investing in something that's going to make impact, or you are investing in something that's going to make a change. Never spend so much on yourself. Never spend so much on yourself. You can't spend more than you make. No, you can't spend more than you make. If you are spending on your business because you believe that the business is going to produce results, you can't spend. But spending for you to live, let me tell you something. Nobody cares if you're using an iPhone. Nobody cares if you're using something bigger than an iPhone. Nobody really cares. What people cares is the impact you are making. What people cares is what you've done for them. What people cares is how you've made a change in their life. So you must understand this fact. You can't spend more than you make. You got to reduce your spending. Plan ahead. Look for businesses. Invest. That's why I said, if you go back to this point, I don't know everything, but I do know some things well. You got to know, you have to go look for what you know well and invest in it. That is the only way you can move from one level to another. That is the only way you can move from one level. Number 5, you are not in competition with anyone. See it. You are not in competition with anyone. You are not competing with anyone. Understand this. You are not in competition with anyone. You don't compete with anyone. You are not competing. You don't have a competitor. You understand? You have to know, until you understand these facts, you can't move fast. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to move at a speed, at your own speed. You have to move at your own speed and learn. Because if you start competing with someone, you start doing, you will leave what you are supposed to be doing and start doing what somebody else is doing. But you have to do things that are unique to you. Things that are unique to you that are going to make you move to the next level. That's the only way you can move to the next level. You have to know what is unique to you and how you can be ahead and be at the top. You can't see someone else doing something else and you start following the person. No, you're not in competition with anyone. Do things pertaining to your destiny. Do things pertaining to your calling. Do things pertaining to your life. And you will see that people will start seeing, when you start following the course of your life in the way it should go, people will start admiring you from all over the world. You start noticing it. You start getting admirers, even in your environment, in your neighborhood, because you are moving at a speed. Never being in the competition with anybody. That is the mistake a lot of young people make. You start wanting to be like somebody, you want to be like somebody, no. People have left what they're supposed to be doing, trying to be like somebody and lost themselves. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. Follow your course for life. Follow your course. That is the future. Yeah, number 6. People will be defensive if I am offensive. Yeah. People will be defensive if I am offensive. You know, if you want to work with people in the times you are in, you're going to understand how to correct people. You know, I tell people, when you want to correct people with love. Because once you are defensive, people are going to be defensive if you are offensive. You know, you don't correct people in a harsh way. You know, that is the beginning of, if you want to get somebody, if you want to make somebody change, you want to change someone, you want to get someone to think the way to have a change of behavior or a change of character, you're going to correct them with love. Never be offensive to them. Correct them with love. Get them to see the reasons why it is wrong and why what they're doing is wrong, and correct them with love. In that way, they will know you genuinely love them and they will change. You understand? People will be defensive if I am offensive. It's a very serious perspective. Number 7, at some point, I must stop talking. At some point, I must stop talking about it and make it happen. Have you seen it? At some point, I must stop talking about it and make it happen. You know, you have had goals. This is 2020. Most of you have had goals from the beginning of the year till now. Don't be in a level where you are still talking about the goals you set in 2020. In September. Don't be at that level. Don't be at that level. You are still talking about the goals you set at this time of the year. Sometimes you take a leap of action. Take the action. No matter how small. That's I tell people, never be in your comfort zone. Never stay in your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is the beginning of your downwardness. Anytime you see yourself staying in your comfort zone for a long time, you're not going to move forward. Never stay there. Always be moving. Always be moving. Always be moving. Most times you see me, I'm always working. I never have time for Aisha. I'm always working. From the beginning of the year to now, I've made remarkable progress in my business. Why? Focus. I never look at anyone. I'm focused. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is how your life should be. Be focused. You want to hit your first million this year? Be focused. You want to hit your first? Be focused. Never be distracted. Never get to a point where you're going to be distracted. You are still talking about the goals. No, be focused. Start taking actions. Go into actions right now. Take actions. See, meet. If you need to meet 1 or 2 people to make your dreams come true, start meeting them. Start talking. Don't sleep. Stop sleeping. The more you sleep, the more your time is going. You're not achieving any result. You're not achieving anything. You're not producing any result, and your time is going. Don't sleep. At some point, I must stop talking about it and make it happen. Make it happen. Take actions. Start producing results. Even though you have 100K, if you don't have a job at the moment and you have 100K, start a business that you know you are good at. and see how whether you will not be productive. And one of the things you need to understand is focus and consistency. Be focused and be consistent. In that way, you're going to produce remarkable results. Focus and consistency. You're going to produce a remarkable result. Okay. Number 8. I can't speak my mind around everyone. Never, don't be speaking your mind around everyone. Small things that enter your mind, you're already going about saying this. You're exposing yourself. Sometimes you have to keep you don't speak your mind around everyone. Never speak your mind around everyone. Compose yourself. Spend more time taking actions. Spend more time in the remaining part of the year. Spend more time taking actions in order to produce the required results you need. Spend more time taking actions, because your actions is where your result is. The more action you take, the more you see results. If you take more actions in the right directions, the more results you're going to get. Never sit back and relax. Even though things start getting well in your business or in your workplace, never sit back. Always be pushing, because there's always more. There's always something to achieve. There's always something more to achieve. You've not gotten to your peak yet. Never sit back and be relaxed. Never at a point sit back, because at any time you can be displayed. So always keep at your game high. Keep your game high. How do you keep your game high? Be focused. You study and keep the rules. That is it. 8 relation of a sound mind. Very important point. It is not about me. Let me recap. It is not about me. It's never about you. I am not always right. I don't know everything, but I do know some things well. I can't spend more than I make. Never spend more than you make. You are not in competition with what? Anyone. People will be defensive if I am offensive. At some point, I must stop talking about it and make it happen. I can't speak my mind around everyone. Meditate on these things I've spoken here. They're very important for your next level. Your next level, you need to understand some concept of life so that you can move faster. I trust you had a nice time listening to me. I'll see you at another time. God bless you. Thank you.